Hijackers planned to steal $500 million worth of gold from a plane. Linda quickly slipped into the lavatory and activated the signal jammer. The plane's surveillance cameras immediately lost signal. Jack seized the opportunity to sneak into the cargo hold and immediately retrieved equipment to crack the code. Just as he was about to open the safe, an unexpected event occurred. Another group of robbers also had their eyes on the gold. They quickly assembled specially made e-cigarette parts into handguns and headed towards the cargo hold. Mike immediately saw through their intentions. To buy his comrades more time to crack the code, Mike immediately attacked the robbers. A fierce fight ensued. However, Jack, inside the cargo hold, was unaware of the situation outside. He quickly opened the safe, revealing $500 million worth of gold. But before Jack could even rejoice, the armed robbers had already forced Mike and the others into the cargo hold. The $500 million worth of gold was now in the robbers' hands. They then transferred the gold to another stealth aircraft to avoid being tracked by the FBI. Amy, suddenly noticing the stealth material on the plane was about to fall off, she immediately thought of a way to deal with the terrorists. She immediately accelerated and maneuvered the plane to sway left and right. The stealth material began to fall off. However, the violent shaking immediately aroused the suspicion of the terrorists.
Answer him! It's the gold! It's throwing us off balance!
The terrorists dispelled their doubts and believed her. Unbeknownst to them, after the stealth material fell off, their plane's location had been discovered by the FBI. But to their utter surprise, the FBI agents also wanted to keep the gold for themselves, claiming that everyone on board was a terrorist and they were preparing to carry out a terrorist attack. They ordered the military to immediately scramble fighter jets to try to shoot down the target plane.
You are in direct violation of civilian aviation regulations. Identify or we will engage with force.
However, the armed terrorists wouldn't let Amy evacuate. In this life-or-death moment, Mike immediately fought back. Then they entered information about civilians on board, displaying it on the large screen at the bottom of the plane. Amy then quickly flipped the plane over, showing the pilot the information on the screen.
Civilian hostages on board.
That's what I've been saying.
Stand down and break off. Repeat, standing down and breaking off.
The fighter jets had already withdrawn. At this point, the terrorists threatened Amy to land immediately. Amy, seeing their chance, they immediately accelerated the plane. The inertia knocked the criminals unconscious. After landing, the FBI took the criminals and the gold. However, it turned out the gold was all fake. Mike and his accomplices had made counterfeit gold. When they opened the safe on the plane, Jack had already switched the gold. The criminals became their scapegoats. Mike and his team successfully made off with $500 million worth of gold.